Hello, everybody.
We're back.
We're back. See, we stay on the same clothes.
Same scenario.
Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. We laugh. We have to laugh.
To keep from crying.
Well, for me to keep from cussing.
Well, me crying.
I cuss. She cry. I tried, but it don't work out so well because when I think about how our people are being treated, it aggravates my spirit. So I titled this "Homeless," and I was telling Linda when I was driving down the street, we're sitting in I guess people say we're never going to get back to norm, but people have been forced to go back to work, right? And I heard on the radio today that they have a problem with daycare. But some of these companies are so desperate, and I don't understand why, because the CEOs going to do what they want to do anyway. And our system put people in a bad place. Put them in a bad place. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and a lot of people can't get jobs. Now, they don't want to work, but then some of these companies, they want to lowball them, they want to treat them fairly and all that stuff. The homeless rate is going up. A lot of people have been evicted. A lot of people, because of the pandemic, their finances, they use their nest egg, their cushion to survive. They use survive. Because let's be realistic, as we talked in the last video, unemployment ain't no money. It's no money. If your rent is $1,100 a month and you was getting $800 every 2 weeks, you do the calculation and see how that works. Now, if you still got a car note to pay and all that stuff, you calculate it. Even with the rental assistance stuff, it's not really working out neither, because a lot of people still have not got the rental assistance. So how did that help? So driving, I saw at least 5 guys that was homeless. 3 of them was walking, another was on the side, and 1 at the bus stop, sitting there sleeping. The number is going up, and it's ridiculous. And it's veterans that's coming home from serving their country. So for you Republicans, you senators, the Congress, the Senate, y'all need to be slapped for real. Because if somebody served their country as they have served their country, because y'all regular asses couldn't go over there and serve it, and you weren't going, but you made a decision for somebody else to go, and y'all can make sure they okay when they come back home, and they got to be downtown with cups, with no legs, in a wheelchair, begging. But you can help every other foreign country, and you can't clean up this country. Something is wrong with that picture. Something is desperately wrong with that picture. When you have abandoned buildings across these states, because they're not united to me. We're so divided. The flag should be an all white flag. Should take the red and the blue off of it and just leave it a white flag with white stars. That's it, and that's all. Because the rules only work for white folks. They don't do shit for people that's of color. Period. Nowhere, no how. We don't get no breaks, no win, no nothing. We don't get nothing. And so we have people that is homeless. Then you have these shelters where they stand in line, they go in at a certain time, and they have to be out at 7 o'clock in the morning. But if I'm homeless, where the hell am I going to go?
And I'm hungry.
And I got to be out at 7 o'clock. How about you make them a part of the program? Give them duties, give them chores, teach them how to cook in the kitchen, clean up the building, be productive. But y'all studied all this money into these organizations, and y'all just turning out no good results. Nobody in the United States sleep up on the viaduct, to sleep up on the bridge, to sleep in a park, period. We got too many damn abandoned buildings that somebody could take some money, schools, and fix them up and let them live there.
They don't have to fix them up. They can train them to fix them up. You would be surprised at the intelligence of some of the people that are homeless.
Oh, they're very intelligent.
You would really be surprised.
Doctors, nurses, people that snap.
That just couldn't take it no more. You know, I mean, sometimes I feel like I want to walk away.
Girl.
You know, out of all that I do, I still feel, you know, that I'm not fulfilling what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
And when we walk past and we see a lady with a child under the viaduct, and it's down on Cermak,
Mm-hmm.
down there by Chinatown.
And they split up Tent City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the lady is there with the child, or they don't have a mask. You know, they
And
don't
the
have
wintertime.
food. You know, I mean, come on. This is crazy. This is, and now you're not just affecting people of color, you're affecting your own too, because I saw a lot of whites down there.
And it's sad.
It's really sad.
It's sad. It really speaks volumes.
We should be resourceful with our resources. If there's an abandoned building, MacArthur's Foundation, all these other foundations, put together a team, carpenters, electricians, plumbers, let them come in, take the individuals, show them how or what to do, train them, let them work towards their own apartments, and teach them how to stay in the apartments. What's the financial aspects of it? What are your needs? How to?
You know,
Give them a chance. They're not even given a chance.
They don't want to invest. They don't want to invest. And I'm inclined to believe that this country like the condition of the people that is here. I've said this many times before. Y'all spend all y'all time cleaning around somebody else's front door. The United States front door is horrible. It's horrible. It's worse than New York. It's horrible. We got so much trash, so many lies, so many hypocrites, so many manipulators, so many deceivers that sit in the office of Congress, Senate, Democrat, Republican, Vice President, and President. Every elected official, y'all got your own selfish ass agenda. You're supposed to be representing the voice of the people. I don't know why we have elected officials.
Maybe they can't hear the people. Maybe they can't hear.
They don't want to hear.
No, Renee,
they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. If they can't hear, damn it, y'all can see.
They definitely want to hear. Oh, I can't see out of that one eye.
They can see.
I ain't got but one good eye.
They don't want to see.
I ain't got but one.
They don't want to see. They don't want to see. Then y'all want to use token individuals and put them in position and think we supposed to be okay with that. I'm still not okay with it. I don't give a damn who the vice president is. I don't. So she black. That's good. Hallelujah. We still got issues. And until those issues are rectified, I still have a problem. And as you should too. As you should too.
We got to make our voices heard, people. We got to.
This is ridiculous. Nobody.
Because if we don't do it, if the seasoned citizens don't encourage the younger people, and the younger people don't train the babies, we're going to be a lost generation in 10 years.
It ain't going to be 10 years.
10.
It ain't going to be 10 years. When they said that Social Security is going to run out, what they say, in 2022, it's going to run out. Right? So that means that's going to be no money. Right? So that means if it's no money, how are people going to survive?
They're going to hit the smoke shops. They're going to hit the nail shops. They're going to hit the barber shops. They're going to hit them all. That's what's going to happen.
Crime is going to increase.
It's going to excel.
It's already excelling. Because when you take everything from an individual and they have to feed their family and feed their kids, believe me, a mother is going to survive by any means necessary.
And I'm going to feed my babies.
Hello?
I don't care what.
If I got to stand outside and spread my legs 24 hours a day, I'm going to feed my child.
I'm going to take care of
That's what I'm going to do. And I don't think y'all pay attention to that because y'all sit y'all ass high and mighty, you know, with all these security people and you go in these fancy cars and you sit behind these chambers and like, well, I don't think we should vote on cutting the extra $300 for unemployment. Let's go teach them a lesson. But y'all blow more money on stupid stuff. And then you sacrifice us as individuals and our livelihood and our survivalship to make yourself look good and make it seem like you're doing such a good damn job.
Until the election time comes up. Then y'all crawl out from up under your rocks. You
Yeah.
crawl out your holes.
Mm-hmm. Your Mitch McConnell.
And then you want to get my attention.
Uh-huh.
Well, where the hell were you at when I was trying to get your attention?
Well, crawl back.
You
and
might as well not
crawl
stay
back.
up under the rock.
Crawl back. Crawl back. I just did a thing about belief. I don't believe none of y'all. I'm just being honest. I don't believe none of y'all. Every ounce list y'all that ran, I have yet to see it come to be true. I haven't seen nothing that's beneficial for us as of yet. And I made plenty of comments about that hate crime for the Asians. And we've been hated on 400 plus years. And we ain't got no bill signed for us yet. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture?
And we're targeted. If we try to purchase property, the prices go up so high, you know. Whereas the little Italian girl can come through and her rates are low.
Or look, all the Mexicans and stuff that's coming in, buying up all the property. We got to fill out 30 pieces of paper before we get a house.
30.
And they get a house and a business.
Blood and sell your blood.
Hello, and they get a business. So how is this the land of the free? And how is it fair to us? You know, these United States, well, this is a good place. What is it really?
Land of the who?
Land of the free.
Home of the what?
It ain't about the brave. So help me to understand, because I'm not getting it. I'm confused too. And every state, we went to Memphis, and I'm telling you, the homeless down there was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. The streets, they say go down to Beale Street. Baby, Beale Street smell like a pissy toilet.
Because you got people living on Beale Street.
Chicago is getting that way too. And it's sad. All these empty, and you know what really gets me? You won't give a building to an organization like ours for us to do something with it. But you'll let outside investors come in our community, set up camp, and then you'll rezone, restructure, and y'all will bust y'all ass for them. And they can buy property and not live in this state and don't fix it up and leave it abandoned forever and a day. There's no rules, no regulations say that you have to fix it. But if you buy a dollar house, it has to be fixed up within a year, right?
Yeah.
So why don't y'all have the same damn rule to apply for those people who buy houses that don't live here? And why is it always in our neighborhood? Because the suburbs, the north side and downtown don't look nowhere near like the south and the west side. But the south side is getting better because they're investing in the south side. Ain't nobody invested in Austin.
We can't even invest in our own community. We got to learn first to invest in ourselves. If you don't see your worth, then why should I invest in you? You know, that's sad, but it's true. You know, the schools that are vacant, those schools could be used for so much. But you'll let another company come in. And this is another thing that's really coming up. We're going to do it holistically. Holistic. I would really love for one person to tell me that just came up with this holistic idea. What is holistic? What is it? How does it affect anybody? When does it come into play? A holistic approach. That's what they're saying. That's been our mission since 2003.
And they just catching
it. So if you're that far behind us, we're trying to give you a chance to come on up with us. Let's do it holistically. I mean, the real holistic. That's being resourceful with our resources, reaching out, linking, coming together as teams. That's holistic.
And actually doing the work that will make the difference.
That's holistic.
But y'all not doing the work. Y'all talking. That's about all y'all doing.
Meetings.
After meeting. And y'all making all these notes and writing all this stuff down. And ain't nothing struck off the list yet. MacArthur Foundation been working on prison reform 3 years now. Like 3 years, right?
Is it?
Or is it going on 4?
I don't
It's
know.
either 3 or 4, and we have yet to see any progress. Y'all can find money to tear up the damn expressways that don't need to be towed, but you want to fix the side streets. But you can't find money to invest, and then y'all got these damn consultants that's feeding y'all all this information, and they feeding y'all. And let me tell y'all this: that statistical data, that statistical data that y'all lean so heavily on, don't mean a hill of beans. It don't have no value. It don't have no merit. It don't have nothing. So you can have all the statistical data all you want. You're not even close to the root of the problem. All y'all got is a bunch of numbers that don't mean nothing. Period.
22% of the population is A, B, and C. 15% is C, D, and E. 5% is me.
And from the statistical data from white folk, what the hell y'all know about what black life is like? Y'all don't know shit about black life. Nothing. You ain't lived it. You ain't walked it. You ain't experienced it. So how in the hell can you adequately provide statistical data for black people?
Or people of color, period.
How? Explain. And how does what you say provide any value? Please explain.
That will make it so much easier.
I would love to know that answer.
To break it down and show what it's really worth.
I would love to know the answer. And who came up with that smart idea? Because most of y'all data don't do nothing.
Inaccurate.
It is.
It's inaccurate.
And y'all weigh heavily on a lot of stuff because of that data.
Mm-hmm. Well, the statistics show that we should be doing so-and-so, so-and-so. No, the statistics didn't show. That was your presumption of it.
And how did you gather all this data? And where did you get the data from? Who was the gatherer of the data? Were you actually in the household?
What area
did you actually count those individuals? Did you actually talk to those people and get those people's opinion of how they feel?
The census. That's a joke.
The census is a joke. It is.
A joke.
But the census is all about making it seem like the government really care when they really don't. And the census is really about trying to make the numbers work for the people who they want them to work for. That's what the census is about.
It's not about
not helping.
Believe me.
It's
not about us. They'll have you, and it was so bizarre last year when they were recruiting the people for the census. I remember one time they had the census and they were paying people to go into people's houses and do the actual census with them. Now, I don't know how they did it this last time.
They tried, but it didn't work. And I know it didn't work because y'all never got me.
They never got you neither.
You never got me. Never. So that proved that it didn't work. And y'all did all this campaigning. The census don't work because 9 times out of 10, the people that you think is in the house is not in the house. 9 times out of 10, you think the people that live there don't live there. They don't. They don't. And half of the houses y'all can't get in because most of the time the people come through the blocks, people are at work. So it's inaccurate data. So how does it make a real difference? Y'all justify it and then they rezone areas to make it fit their needs. See, if you don't have enough of the white folks in the area to get your vote across, then y'all go and y'all sit behind the closed door and y'all rezone it and rezone where the white folks are included so you get the percentage you need to get the vote across or what you want to get across. That's how that shit works. Y'all think somebody's stupid?
Well, we've been blinded for so long. We've had those where we have to look straight ahead. We weren't allowed to look on the sides. Straight ahead. Now we've taken the blinders off and we see well.
We're woke.
We're awake now.
Eyes wide open.
And not letting you take this any further.
Not at all. And enough is enough. We're tired. But believe me, when I say that videos will be forthcoming. They're coming. They are going to flow like the water in the faucet.
And people, if you have scenarios that you would like to speak about with the justice system or how it tore your family up, I mean, come on, let's get this out. You would feel better knowing that someone knows what you're going through instead of going back into that house, locking yourself down, and nobody knows what I'm going through. No, because you don't share.
Right.
You don't share what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
We are a big family.
Mm-hmm.
We are a family.
Mm-hmm.
They not gonna claim you as their cousin or their sister
Mm-hmm.
or their brother.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a family. When we meet, hey, my sister,
Mm-hmm.
what's up, brother?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid and don't be embarrassed about your emotions or your feelings in the situations that you're in, whether it's your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, the boy across the street, the woman downstairs, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Join our round table.
Mm-hmm. And
Make your voice be heard.
donate to the water campaign.
Oh, yeah, we need that water.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely do. We need that water.
Yes.
Well, Renee, I think we've covered.
I think
We've covered quite a bit tonight.
I think we covered quite a bit much as well. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know I can be a little rough around the edges, but
Yes, she can.
that's who I am. And I probably won't change unless the Lord changes me. But I'm passionate about something, and I feel that we need to have a change. And I'm a believer of our elected officials, our employees. And just like you work a job, you have to follow the rules and regulations. What your boss says you do, you need to do it. So we are bosses. We are your boss.
And we're going to compile your new job description.
Exactly. And you all need to make a change. Yeah. I want to sit in the seat, and everybody should have
attorneys that want to become judges.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be watching.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching.
So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And until we talk again, have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.